I'm very fortunate to have his association. And with this, I would like to invite Sripad Bhaktivedanta Tapasvi Maharaj to come and join us and speak some Harikatha.
Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshul Mitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. I offer my satsang pranams to my beloved masters, Nityalila Pravishta, Srila Gurudeva Maharaj, to Nityalila Pravishta, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, to Nityalila Pravishta, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, to Nityalila Pravishta, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, to Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj, and to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, to all our Rupa Nuga Guru Varga, to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, Dandavat Pranams, and this opportunity to glorify Gurudev for all of us. I was thinking how wonderful it is because it's encircling the globe. And this is exactly what we need now, is of this Shuddha Harikatha, this pure Harikatha. We may individually think that, oh, yes, I'm not pure, but because we're glorifying the Uttam Vaishnav, this endeavor is purifying the whole world and encircling the whole world in Prem Nam, just as Mahaprabhu garlanded the whole world with Prem. So Gurudev, in his manifestation today of all the devotees coming together, is similarly garlanding the world. And Gurudev's influence, most people will not feel it. Some who have met him, some who have read his teachings, some who have heard, they will appreciate what Gurudev has given, and more that he's giving every day. And many will not even know. Many will not even know it, just like in different institutions. They may never know the influence Gurudev has had on them. They may be continuing in their practices under their gurus, under their teachers. But in some way, Gurudev has affected everyone. All the Gaudiya Mats, all the institutions, and the whole world. And this is such a special occasion for us to remember him, to be with him. There are different kinds of gurus. This is what the devotees have been discussing, and it's a very interesting topic because let's say I'm studying philosophy. If I'm studying philosophy, I will evoke the great philosophers like Plato, like Hegel, Socrates, different philosophers. Now, there's lots of different philosophers in the world, but there's certain philosophers that will always be evoked because they are, let's say, the acharyas of philosophy. So in the same way, there are, as the devotees have been expressing so beautifully, there are many teachers, but there are only very few acharyas. And that is what, as we know, Gurudev was given the name Jugal Acharya. So as an acharya, he will be evoked. His words, his teachings, they will go on, as we're all saying. Because not only is there can be Kanishta Guru, there can be Kanishta Madhyam Guru, there can be Uttam Guru, and there is also Acharya. So the Acharya, he can teach at all levels. Just like when Srila Prabhupada came, he, being the Acharya, was teaching even people who didn't understand, who were Kanishta. So the PhD, if you're going to teach at a university, you need a PhD. So the PhD professor can teach the students, the primary students even. However, he has the possibility, if the audience is receptive. And an interesting point in this is about Vyas Puja. Why isn't it called Narada Puja? Because Vyasadeva is the disciple of Narada. So it seems like, well, why don't we call it Narada Puja? And then that way it would be glorifying the guru of Vyasadeva. But we call it Vyasa Puja because Vyas was the perfect disciple of Narada. We were talking about guru and the different types of guru, and I was talking about Acharya. And I was explaining that for the Kanishta, he's only seeing the instructions of Gurudev directly through Gurudev. So he will, the embodied Gurudev, so he will see Gurudev and Gurudev will give some instructions. And he's what we call narrow-minded. He'll take that one instruction, and with that one instruction, he'll see everything through that one instruction. And he needs that one instruction directly from Gurudev. That, oh yes, Gurudev has given me this instruction and I'm following this. And he won't be able to see anything else. And he'll implant that instruction on everything he does. And then the Madhyam disciple, he will discern. He will see, is this Gurudev speaking to me or not? And he will discuss with others. I am thinking like this. I feel some inspiration like this. Is this my Gurudev speaking to me in this way? So he will try to understand Gurudev through his intellect, through his discernment. And he will so slowly he will come to the stage of Uttam. And in Uttam, that disciple, he will see Gurudev speaking through everything. He will see that, yes, Guru is speaking to me in all these different ways. So this was we were talking about Narada. I don't know actually where it got cut off, but I was speaking about Narada and Vyasadeva. Did you hear that part? You did, okay. Yes, so the beautiful disciple, the Uttam disciple, he is able to see Gurudev in all circumstances. And he slowly spreads his inspiration and thoughts to others. Now, Gurudev, he also taught me one interesting principle, and that is that the conceptions are important, but our state of heart is still more important. So I may be a devotee, but it doesn't mean just because I'm a devotee that I have had a change of heart. So Gurudev really showed this so beautifully, how having all these conceptions, that all these conceptions, teachings, philosophies, are meant to assist our change of heart. So for some concepts may not be as clear, but their heart may be more fertile for the seed of bhakti to grow. So here I'm not trying to demeanor, proper conceptions, but just because we have the proper conceptions doesn't mean the softening of the heart. And even our conceptions can foster a sense of pride if we are not careful. So this was a beautiful teaching for me from Gurudev, in that living these conceptions, imbibing fully these conceptions, teaching these conceptions, but his heart was, as we all know, full of love, full of prema. So this change of heart is really what Gurudev has come to teach us. And by his example, we change. So in conclusion, the presence of the spiritual master is seen through his mercy. So the transformation, what is his mercy? The transformation in us and through us. And this potency is him. And we can look at our lives and see how that potency is moving in our lives, in whichever way. For example, even this program we're doing now, this has all come by Gurudev's mercy. This has all come because of the transformations in our heart. And so we can see him working in these ways. How do we see Gurudev in all circumstances? Because Gurudev embodies the Krishna Prema Tattva. He embodies this. But as he speaks it, he is, again, just like Srila Prabhupada's book, Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada spoke the Bhagavad Gita, and when we read the Bhagavad Gita, we connect again to Srila Prabhupada. So many devotees have talked about Gurudev's books. So what I'm mentioning is that Gurudev's vani is there in the books. And by hearing his instructions and by hearing him through his teachings, he's again embodied. He's again embodied, and that connection there is fully there in that way. So I'm going to stop here and thank you for the opportunity to speak on Gurudev, and that pray for the blessings of all the Vaishnavas, that we can serve Gurudev with great sincerity and honesty and contribute. That is the way that we grow. Because without purpose, we stay small. We stay locked within our shadow side, let's say. But when there's a higher purpose, then we are able to rise up, and those small areas, those shadows, let's say, may still be there. But as we rise up to fulfill Gurudev's moods and instructions, fulfill his moods means to imbibe those moods. then we're able to look up instead of looking down. And in looking up, we become inspired to fulfill his purpose. And in trying to fulfill his purpose, we're uplifted. And we are not making the bridge between our problems and ourself. So thank you very much. Dandavat pranams. Srila Gurudev ki jai.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. It's always such a pleasure to hear from you. You said so many beautiful things, and one of the things that you said that touched me was that all these conceptions, all the philosophies that we're hearing, they're there to assist our change of heart. And sometimes I kind of get stuck in my head. I'm quite a head guy, and I focus on all of the philosophy, and I'm not focusing at all on my heart. But today, yesterday, and I'm sure tomorrow, seeing all of these devotees open their hearts and speak in such a genuine, sincere way about Srila Gurudev is really showing me the importance of focusing on the heart within Krishna consciousness. So I'm really grateful.
That's it. You got the message. That was the message, and you got it. Very nice.